that man was having a conversation with me one time, and out the blue, he flipped the whole conversation. And it was like, yeah, Master P, they pushed with me. Oh, shit. We ain't even talking about that. He wasn't talking about nothing about that.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Yeah, so I gotta ask you, and I know you here now, but I gotta ask you about just Pimp C, because I said I was gonna go back to that, man. Like,
oh, gee.
Like, let's talk about that. Like, give me some. I need everybody give me a Pimp C story in here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta hear like you mentioned knocking doors down earlier. I was like, man, I wish I could get J-Dawg to go off on that knocking doors down beat one time. That'll be hard, nigga. I'll be overthinking.
That nigga hard.
You know what I'm saying? That'll be hard, nigga. But like, how did you feel when you heard that and knew what he was trying to do, or did you think like that lame or what?
R.I.P. to Robert Davis, he the king of the South. Anything is said, need to shut your fucking mouth.
Man, when I first heard the song, I was laughing hard at the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Cause that was bold. That was some bold statements he was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a part of me being rebellious coming from the bricks, I was like, who the fuck you think he talking to? You know what I mean? I was like, yeah. When you say Slim
Thug and Zero, y'all still
bullshit.
What he say? What he say, J-Dawg?
Slim Thug and Zero, y'all still bullshit. Need to sit down, take a tour. It's too much money to begin.
What he say, J-Dawg? What did he say? Like they were about 2 years old.
Too much money
to begin. Power wow and the cool still ain't talking. But to speak only bullshit, keep walking, nigga.
Y'all niggas
got the game fucked up. All your record company niggas need to shut the fuck up. That bullshit rapping. Yeah. White people looking at us, that what happening. Yeah, saying long as what say figure it out, long as we stay about it, they gonna run the side.
And that's what they do.
Hey, he telling the truth on that hoe.
When I first heard it, I couldn't believe my ears.
What you say? What this nigga doing, man?
I was like, Pimp C, you better chill out.
These young niggas gonna come see you.
Yeah, man. But then I was like, man, you not even from Houston.
And you got personal.
Man, that shit really hit my head. I was like, why nobody from Houston with a voice did this?
That's hard. Now that's something to think about.
Then it flipped. I was like, this is the most amazing shit ever. But you got the nuts to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We ain't never looked at Pimp C like no gangster.
No.
Coming up, you know what I mean? We looked at him like the player.
The player, yeah. Pimp.
When he did that at first, I was like, me being just ignorant, I was thinking like, who the fuck he think he talking to? And then later I was like, that's amazing. You had to been the hottest thing going when you was free. Everybody was Pimp C home.
Yeah.
The free Pimp C campaign might be the biggest free somebody campaign we ever seen.
That's real.
And and it was probably the first one you ever seen.
That's real.
And you know what I mean? So when he came home, the momentum and all that, to direct that to fixing Houston problem, that's when I started looking at that scenario and I was like, wow, this nigga amazing.
And it can happen. Like, this nigga did this. And then you see them niggas get together.
They ain't had no choice.
You see them niggas start coming together.
Man, say they ain't had no choice, man.
I see the picture. You remember the picture? You remember the picture? All of them standing in the at the ranch.
Man,
I said, look at this.
When I seen that, I say, damn, Pimp, you really ahead of your time. Because Pimp C is like one of my favorite personalities, period. But when I'm riding jamming him, I be so high, and he funny than a bitch. Like, you know what I mean? That nigga say, man, nobody make me laugh harder than Pimp C. That nigga say, that's some corn or a barbecue rib.
In a Jeep, eating on my like it's some corn or a barbecue rib.
You gonna say a barbecue rib? Yeah, when you finish it, man, it's just like the nigga you say. But it's like with him, he's so authentic.
Man,
I mean, one of the rarest moments with me and him that I remember is him the way he used to talk to me on the phone.
Okay.
It's like I ain't never been talked to.
What he say?
It's like you don't get to conversate back.
You just listen.
It's a one-way discussion.
Yeah.
He just talking. He gonna give you everything you need to tell you.
Even with the riding on phones, he loved it so much. Look how he told me. He say, "I'm gonna tell you what you need to do though. You need to put me and Bun B on that bitch." You know what I mean? Yeah, that's how. Yeah, and he had it on his mind. I was like, man, I ain't get a chance to tell him that's what I want.
That's hard.
He don't listen.
He was just telling you.
He just talk. And
you was like, okay. You just listen to the nigga.
that man was having a conversation with me one time, and out the blue, he flipped the whole conversation. And he was like, yeah, Master P, they pistol with me. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit.
We
You
wasn't
ain't even talking about that.
He wasn't talking about nothing about that.
But he brought it up.
Fuck me up, man.
To mess your head up. What did you say? You just listen.
Every time I'd have never tried to say words with Pimp, it been cut off.
So you was just listening to it.
Every time.
What
man.
did he say after he said that? He just said that and left it
He
alone?
went back to the first
and went right
conversation.
back, but he threw that in there.
He said, yeah, they did that. You know what I mean? And he went back to the whole new.
Like it wasn't, it happened, but now I'm over here with it.
Yeah, damn near like.
But it tells you how his mind was.
He wasn't sitting there on it.
Anybody who does that, they're not a one-track mind person. They're everywhere all
they
at
say
once.
that's how Pac was. And a lot of people told me that's how Pac was. You know, Badass came out here and stayed with me for a little while. You know what I mean?
Really?
Yeah, just I don't know if y'all ever heard of an artist out of the city called Duke Gutter.
No, I ain't heard of Duke Gutter. Where he from?
Third Ward.
Third Ward?
Yeah, he a street legend. And he a rapper too, know what I mean? But that's his cousin. And, you know, he ended up bringing him to my studio.
Wow.
And you know, anybody who connect Pac, I want stories.
You got to hear it. You got to hear it.
Tell me one of the stories that you heard from him.
It's damn near like Pimp C story. That's how they talk about him. Like he all over the place. One minute he'll be doing this, next minute he'll be doing that. One minute he damn near about to cry, next minute he.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's just damn near like Pimp.
In today's society, they call that bipolar.
Man, how would when you think about Pimp, and I ask these questions all the time before it's just producing, like, what was one of the songs that when you listen to it, you're like, damn, he put that together right.
One Day You Hear.
Damn, go
My
hard,
favorite
don't
song.
it, bro?
I can't.
I'm up early cause ain't enough light in the daytime.
Can't believe he did.
My
Bruh,
favorite
I done talked to
song.
Ron and Spence. I done talked to that whole. I done talked to all of them. Now I talked to Bun. Only one I didn't talk to is 3-2 and Pimp. But boy, hey,
Man,
that
to
song
know-
is so cold.
Do you know, growing up jamming Pimp, I had to been at least damn near 20 or my late teens for sure when I realized that he was singing the beat, the choruses, doing the beats and that rap. I didn't even know that was that on them beats.
Yeah.
When I seen it with my own eyes, that shit me. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gon' talk.